Hey guys, welcome back. So where we left off, we essentially had just formed Italy, or Italy proper at least, and now we're now kind of at there's a slightly awkward phase because Tuscany obviously didn't join, and then obviously we've got the Austrian lands to deal with, all that sort of stuff. But by and large, it shouldn't be too bad to have to deal with all that. A large part of our now plan is to sort of unify Italy, build a strong Italy, and then once that is done, we're okay essentially. Really, I mean, that is the main part of the plan, because we have now a large tax base to tax. We have some form of a base industry, not a great one, mind you, the one that is definitely going to have to be adjusted and improved as the game goes on. But we've definitely got somewhere, which is good. So what we'll do is we'll build up 30 clippers. Not that we'll intend to use many of them, but we will need them at some point. So let's get that so we can build this up to a 30 stack. Although, actually, it can just go there. It won't be a full 30 because it still needs artillery. So it still needs 3 artillery. Like that. Easy days. Sure, Denmark. So should... Okay, get pensions pushed through, which is nice. So I will eventually become a great power, which will allow me to sphere Tuscany. And then at that point, we should be in the clear. Didn't mean to okay, yeah, whatever. I didn't mean to press yes to that. Oh well, doesn't make a difference. Right, so we've pretty much get you out of Sicily, Campania. So we want to improve soldier pop right now. That's the main focus of what we're going to be doing. We're going to want to build that there, that in there, and that in there. So we've now risen to a great power, so immediately going to focus on Tuscany. Get the claims to all of the what do you call it? The rightful Italian land of all this. Because, there's a small population of Italians. Not even that much. But it's enough. It's enough, apparently. So that's kind of the game plan. What we're going to do colonially in a very short minute, once we have all these, is we're going to attack Korea. Because Korea's got large quantities of steel and iron and coal, which is great for the raw main base industry. So if we can get Tuscany out of the Austrian sphere, which it looks like we are going to be able to as of right now, although it all depends on when their war ends. If it continues for a while, they're not going to be paying attention to it, which is good for us. So continue to pass political reforms. And this will be the first 30 stack. What we'll do is we want to take around 3 30s with us. And then once that's done, we're pretty much in the clear. And then we need to build up our actual main navy. Because obviously Italy, being in the centre of the Med, has a very easy ability to just take a lot of stuff or have a lot of dominant power in this area because everything's really close. So we can remove them, which is fantastic. We're going to also focus on Switzerland, because having Switzerland in our sphere is going to be really useful. The French and the Austrians are really going to fight us for that. However, having them is such a vital part because it's essentially a back door, as you will, into the north of Italy, which can become really damaging if it's not properly maintained or controlled or looked at. So that's something we're probably going to want to be a little bit wary of. It's just the potential that has. So we are going to want to build. To be honest, I think I'm just going to scrap the fleet there and build 10, and then that's that. That should be nicely done. I know we're over our limit, but once these are both finished, I don't want an alliance from Austria, if I'm honest. I do, however, want your old sphereling in my sphere, which is fine. France is now fighting me in Switzerland, which makes a logical sense, because for them to not and just let it fall is incredibly unlike what the French AI is like. Don't get me wrong, it's not amazing, but it's certainly a lot. So these videos aren't going to be as long as the previous part, which I think was about 17 minutes, because that was me just there's an introduction to it of me saying the reason why I've been so absent and for so long and so forth. But it's also just easy and smaller to digest if there's this smaller part. So we're going to try and stick to state capitalism, because that is definitely the certain way that we want this all to be. Because if I can control the industry, at that point we are in the clear mostly. Do that so we can build up more naval capacity. If we can get just like that, and then we will lower the Austrians when we can, and then we will attack Tuscany. And it should be a very, very easy war. A very easy war. X initiative temperance leagues that gives us mining efficiency. And should never select the opposite. So many times have I never actually read what it is, and it's just always gone badly. Right, so decrease opinion of Austria, and then we will do that. We will, whatever, yeah, sure. Then we'll remove. Come on, bump, bump, bump. Then we'll easily push in. Don't even really, we will, but we don't even really need to fund much of our armies. And then it is an easy occupation. No Ottomans, we have no interest in that. And that's the end of that. So we are now pretty much completely unified, which is fantastic to see. So we will continue down the soldier encouragement path. However, up here we will start to encourage clergy, because our literacy rate is not overly high. It could be a lot better. So that's certainly what the focus is going to be on. Are they going to kill the reactionaries? Apparently they're not, so I'll go manually do it. And then we're all good. High conscience would be nice, purely so we can have more reforms if there is going to be any. There's not a lot of really desire for it. If you go communist late game, it would be really useful. Got more wealth, that's it, more voting. Okay, so where are we with that? 2 infantry away. Okay, they're both coming from Naples, so that's why. We are now expanding the naval bases. And I think we'll pretty much come to the end of this episode. In the next part, what we will be doing is we will be starting to build up our industry, and we will probably... I'll probably start the CB now. Look to take Korea, because Korea has a nice amount of iron and coal, and the population is reasonably high. It's all in the hundreds in most places, which is fantastic. Don't get me wrong, it's not China. I'm going to try and stay away from attacking mainland China. I might take, Formosa or something like that. But, like, other than that, I don't particularly want to take mainland China because I feel as though it's very easy to exploit at that point. It's, you know, you have such a large advantage, it makes no sense to really continue the game. So, but I really hope you guys enjoyed this part. Yeah, please, you know, like, subscribe, and leave a comment, tell me what you're thinking, and I'll just continue playing, doing my part. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, it's nice to be back. It's nice to be playing games and recording them again and actually speaking to everyone, or speaking to you guys, and hoping that you're acknowledging what I'm saying. I'll see you guys in the next one, and yeah, I'll catch you around.